Should we say like 3, 2, 1?
Wait, can you do the welcome?
What do you mean?
Like, can he do the welcome for us today?
Okay.
Welcome back to Are We Still Friends? We're here with your hosts, Alina and Sarah.
That sounded like you had a gun to your head.
Do you guys even like my name?
Welcome back.
Woo!
Wow.
Thanks, Alex.
No problem.
Feels like he did that and it's just like, okay, gotta go, bye.
Yeah.
Is that the vibe you're giving? Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you totally are
Peaced
giving
out.
that.
Peaced out.
Yeah. Anyway, so do you like my name?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It suits you.
Do you think?
Yeah. What would you name yourself if it wasn't Sarah?
I don't know. I'd really have to think about it if I were like renaming me. You know?
Yeah.
Can I say it's very hard to name? It's harder than I would have thought. And I had my name since I was born.
Yeah.
But like, I still think, should I have another baby just to name it? Because like, it's important.
You should.
You should really think hard about that name.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you don't want her to be an only.
Sometimes I think maybe she'll be an only. But then I think, no, I got to name somebody.
Yeah.
It's not about her having a sibling, me having the baby. I'm like, no.
No, it's about the name.
I got to throw out another name.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Let's start.
Let's start.
Should we start with like our energy out of 10?
Yeah. Where's yours at?
Mine was at 9.2, but I'm going to bring it up.
Oh.
I'm just going to like move my cheeks a little. Bam.
Yeah.
Blast off. Let's go.
What if every space shuttle did a little twerk before it took off?
To space. No, don't get me started.
All right, let's talk about the first thing on the list.
Holy shit.
Let's not even go out of order today.
Holy no. No.
You wrote find. No, Alex wrote find their person.
Yeah, I want to talk about this because I feel like it's super condescending. And I listen to a shit ton of relationship podcasts.
Okay. You do?
All I care about is relationships.
Okay.
I mean, okay, that was a super bold statement. But like I love humans. I love relationships. I love how people communicate.
Yeah.
But obviously very fascinated by it. So I listen to a ton of different podcasts. I listen to people talk all the time. And I feel like this saying comes up a lot of like you'll find your person and like everyone finds their person. And I feel like that's kind of fucking condescending. Like, is that the case? Does everyone always find their person? I don't fucking think so. I think you can maybe not find your person. And I think to someone who's out there looking for their person and like is kind of, I don't know, like thinking like, oh, it's like, I'll definitely one day find my person. Like, is that true? I remember feeling annoyed by that when I was single. I mean, of course I found my person. But don't you feel like that's a little bit, I feel like I'm getting very soapboxy here. I just feel like that's kind of just a bit of shit advice.
I never saw it that way. I always thought it was a very like sweet motivational thing.
Optimistic.
Like glass half full. Like there will be better days. Like,
okay, of course there will be better days, but I think like the notion of like, and
did you just say notion?
Yeah, throw it out notion maybe. The notion that like everyone will have their happily ever after. I'm putting quotations on that. Is that true? Will there be people who will just never find the right person to make, if this is for people who want to get married, want to have kids, you know, like, will there be people that don't find that person?
Yes.
Okay, well then, what's the percentage?
What are we supposed to say? What are you supposed to say? You may or may not find your person. Good luck to you.
How about there's a chance that you may not find him or her?
That's a horrible thing to say to somebody who's just heartbroken.
I know.
Okay.
But
I appreciate when you have a moment and you're like something that's just supposed to be so positive and happy and thoughtful, like just like twist your panties. If that's feel like you're appropriate.
Yeah, my panties are always
I like when you have your twisted panties.
Okay. Yeah, twisted.
And I think it's funny. I think it's like interesting to hear
like what
bothered
me.
you. I think when you think about it practically, like when people, I agree with you. Like it's kind of a little bit of a lie. Like
it is,
or like things will get better, and then like that person's entire family dies. Like
too far.
Like things may not get better, but we just say things to say them. You know, like kind of like it's kind of like you know, have a nice day. It's like sometimes you don't really care if that person has a nice day.
Yeah. Like,
but you just say
talk. Like, how are you? Who cares? I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just something that you're supposed to say to people to uplift them so that they feel confident enough to like try to actually what if there's like a 60% chance that they will find their person, and saying that will help them find their person because they have the confidence to do so because someone told them like things will get better. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. That's all it is. It's just one of those sayings.
I guess I see what you're saying. I think sometimes like, and this is in reference to potentially maybe I'm speaking to people who are looking for someone to have kids with. And I think sometimes like girls have this, you know, we are sometimes backed into a corner with time. And I think I'm just get annoyed when people just think like, oh, everyone's going to find someone. And it's like, well, people are really trying hard. And, you know, maybe they just can't find anyone. And that's like such a tragedy. And I get really upset about it. I just feel like you can't just be like, oh, everyone's going to find somebody. Like, I don't know.
What do you think they should say instead?
I think they should say, there's a chance that if you don't work really hard and put a lot of effort into, like, I think sometimes people think they're just going to like stumble upon someone, right?
Yeah.
And I think once you get past an age of like where you're just meeting people constantly, like whether it's high school or college, because like, you know, some people get, I don't want to say lucky enough to marry their high school sweetheart because like, who never know. But I just mean like sometimes you're no longer in a position where you're meeting new people often, right? It's like really hard to meet new people. Based on the podcast I'm listening to, it seems like people are trying to find cities where they can go to find good partners. It just seems like it's really, I felt when I was single, it was really fucking hard out there.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like the saying of like, everyone's going to find their person. Maybe fucking not.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
I'm getting a little too riled.
So what do you want people to say instead? This is your chance.
This is my chance. Okay, let's reframe this, you guys. I think the thing is say, you know, you have to put as much effort into finding a good partner that you would, you know, as finding your dream job. Like you work a long time and really hard to find a job. You have shitty jobs. Like I think people, and not that they aren't doing that either. I just don't like the flippantness about like it'll happen for you. It'll happen. Like
maybe it should be it's a very long journey, but if you are able to find your person, it's very rewarding.
Better.
Okay.
I feel like you're a calm, blooming flower to my twisted tornado madness.
Venus flytrap.
Like, I feel like I'm Twister and like you're just this flower and like my twister goes over you. But like in this version, your petals still bloom. And they're like, oh, there's still light in darkness. Like I'm the darkness, you're the light.
Yeah, but we could do the next episode and I could be the darkness.
No, I know we flip-flop, but that's how it felt with this conversation.
Thank you.
I'm feeling really good about your optimism and my darkness.
And I feel really good about your questioning.
Thank you. But because like you've been with someone for a really long time. So you found your person in college. Like that's like the dream. Like when there's so many options, when there's a lot of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of fish in the sea as you get older. You know, like how it's hard to make friends. It's hard to meet guys.
Yeah.
People know this. I'm preaching to the motherfucking choir.
Yeah.
Everyone's listening and going like, yeah, it is hard to meet guys.
Yeah, it is hard. Yeah.
Alex knows.
Yeah, but I feel like the new phrase that we put out still puts it on like the universe to find it for you.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like, you know, maybe you should work on yourself. Maybe you've got a shitty personality and that's why nobody wants to be
Alex,
with you.
You're bringing it down.
But he's
I'm
right.
kidding.
He's right.
But you work on finding somebody else, but work on
No, it is. That's
too.
true. That's true. The more you work on yourself, the better partner you'll find for yourself.
Just understanding yourself. Not necessarily that there's something wrong with you, but just kind of figuring out your quirks more and what you need, what you want from somebody.
I guess I think we just live in such an interesting time where like maybe our parents met somebody when they were in a younger stage or met someone in their hometown. Like I just feel like we're in such an interesting transition period of like where people meet each other, people moving farther from their homes, people having bigger worlds. It's not necessarily like, the town you grew up in. And it's just such an interesting time to perceive what happens to the next generation. You sick bastard.
Sorry, it was like really coming.
I feel that.
I'm
just curious to see like what really really of our generation, what percentage, works hard but doesn't find their partner. I don't even know if that math is available right now. I don't even know if that information.
That statistic will come with time.
Exactly. I'm going to have to look back 60 years from now.
Yeah.
I'll have to
You said something earlier and it piqued me. You said something with the word time.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah.
Sick.
And I wanted to know if when you say time, do you think of the herb thyme?
Never
just flashes in your mind?
Not once.
You sure?
Yeah. And remember how you said, what was the
lettuce?
I never thought about lettuce.
Anytime anyone says time, I think of time.
I feel like when you're listening to people talk, all that's happening in your mind is like different pictures of different things.
Yes.
Like how it correlates to like a food.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I made chicken pot pie and I put thyme in the stock and then on the top of the pie crust. Mm-hmm. And so thyme has just been on my mind.
Can I say I hate thyme? I actually hate a lot of herbs and spices.
No, thyme is a good one.
Thyme's nasty ass. Thyme,
no.
Shit. Rosemary, shit.
No.
Oregano, shit.
No, those are all great. Oregano I could do without.
What else do I hate?
Chives?
Chives I'm into.
Okay,
chives I'm so
chives
into.
are good. Basil, I love basil.
What other leafy greens?
I love basil so much.
Sage? Dumb.
No, sage is so good.
Meh.
So what I'm gathering is you don't like seasoning.
No, remember? Yeah, I was a very bland girl. Like I basically ate quesadillas for 12 years.
Yeah. Imagine a quesadilla with sage in it.
I'm so
Sage is
out.
so good for the fall,
It is very fall-y.
Yeah.
I'm getting more into spices.
A little like brown butter and sage.
I'll have a brown butter and sage like ravioli. I feel like that's like a classic.
And he's just, fallen.
Sorry, Karopes. Sorry, Noel Karopi.
Forgot about that. How's your Karopi doing?
Good.
Yeah.
It's in Way's room.
That's cute.
I know.
That's really cute.
Thank you. Taking a quick break from just yapping away to tell you about today's episode sponsor, ZocDoc. Okay, everyone knows life gets really busy around the holidays. And with parties and shopping and travel, it can be super easy to put your health on the back burner. But don't worry, because finding and booking the right checkup for you has never been easier thanks to ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. And thanks to ZocDoc, you can find local doctors all around the country. No more worrying about getting sick away from home, because with ZocDoc's easy-to-use website, you can easily filter and find the right doctor no matter where you are. And with ZocDoc, appointments can happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking. And you can even score same-day appointments. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skincare, and much more. Okay, real talk. There's no reason to be fighting over appointment slots these days. Guys, save that energy for when you really need it, like fighting over the last Butterball turkey or hunting down the biggest Black Friday deal. We've got to get our priorities straight, people, or at least just make your life easier with the help from our friends at ZocDoc. Ensure the holiday season is one of the best ever. Take our advice. We're so smart. Visit ZocDoc today. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/still and find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/still. ZocDoc.com/still. Okay, bye. I actually had to say something about food, and that was important in regards to this, but it's like it's gone from me.
Was it about time?
It wasn't about time. Because
Which kind of time?
Well, I only think about time as dimensional. And I actually, like, now that I've had a kid, all I do is think about time. So literally my time is never in regards to seasoning. And actually, if I see people go near my food with that type of seasoning, I'm like, I won't eat it. No, I'm
going to make you a dish with it. And you're going to be like, this is so good. I'm going to be like, it's the fresh herbs.
There's no way I'm eating one of your dishes. Because it's like pizza soup. It's all this random. It's like cucumber cheese sandwiches. And then you microwave. So it's like all the things that you're mashing together. The only thing that you can make me that I would eat would be spaghetti with red sauce.
That was like the most hurtful thing you could say.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm actually a good cook.
Are you?
I make a lot of different things. I'm not microwaving them.
Okay.
I'm making them fresh.
What would be one dish that you would make that I would eat?
I mean, Swedish meatballs?
No.
Chicken pot pie?
No.
Okay, well.
We'll try one more.
No, you don't deserve it.
Try one more. You always get 3 tries.
No.
It's like the way of the world.
No. You
try
shut
one
down
more time.
No, you shut me down.
Okay, well, speaking of shut down, can we talk about the next thing on the list?
There's a spider.
Do you want me to kill it?
No, it's fine. Just let him be.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just let him be.
Okay,
He's not doing any harm.
So we talked, probably got at this point like a couple weeks ago about how we missed the 90s.
Yeah.
And I was mentioning, specifically in this group chat, I miss the 90s a lot because back in the day, you could ask somebody a question, you know?
Yeah.
If you didn't understand something, you could raise your hand and be like, hey, can you explain that to me?
Yeah.
And now if you have a question, everyone answers, Google it.
Yeah, it's almost like absurd the way you ask questions that, like, you're the kind of person that will text someone to be like, how many cups in 16 ounces instead of just Googling.
No, I don't want to Google it.
And to my response is like, Sarah, we all have things going on.
No.
Just Google that.
No.
And then you said if you were in the 90s, I wouldn't have to Google it.
Exactly.
You would have to call me and explain it to me.
Exactly. I meant...
Thank God for the Google.
But Google doesn't really give it to you. I feel like you need almost like a phone a friend. Like I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Everything's a phone a friend?
Everything is phone a friend.
Yeah.
And it's never even that. It's like something that like
who's your phone a friend? Who's your like when you have a question about something?
Tyler and Tana. I'm like, hey, can anyone answer this for me? Because they never tell me to Google it.
Oh. That's really good. That's really good.
I know. But if I ask our group chain, everyone's like, Sarah, don't ask that. We're all doing work. And I'm like, okay, but can someone just explain that to me? And it's usually something with technology.
She's throwing us under the bus.
Alex has told me to Google it at least 10 times. Alina, 15. Kate, never. She'll explain it to me. But I have to text her on the side to not embarrass myself.
Yeah.
Or like I'll embarrass myself in the group and then I'll shoot Kate a text.
Yeah. If you ever had like a real, like you needed.
They're all real questions, Alina. They're all real.
Some of them just feel absurd.
But I'm throwing out the question to the universe. Like you guys are almost like my Lord and Savior. So I'm like, hey, was the flood real? Like I'm trying to look for context from you. Yeah, like the flood, you know, like the ark. You know, like I'm asking you guys what you think because I trust your opinions. That's why I send you all these things because I'm like, they would know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, I have my Gen Z. I have my smart millennial.
Yeah.
The mother figure of the group. The father figure. The daughter figure. I have such a plethora of information.
And who are you in this group?
I'm in the womb.
Hair looks great. Looks good? Yeah. Good? Yeah. Good? Yeah. Good?
Better than Alex's.
Oh.
That's for sure.
Wait, Alex, you did your bangs differently.
I tried. Oh, fuck. All right, well, we're cutting all this then.
That could have been anything.
I love you.
I love you.
So you're in the womb, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm like the womb baby. I don't know anything yet. I'm looking to my figures, my landmarks.
You know what? You can't throw us under the bus like this. When I actually think about it, some of the questions have been ridiculous.
But I'm still looking for answers.
I know.
Looking for it to be taught. Not say figure it out on your own. Imagine, say I'm in class and I go to the teacher. This is why I never raise my hand in class. And I'm like, hey, I don't understand my times tables. And the teacher's like, go fucking figure it out.
Go Google it is the equivalent of get a dictionary.
I can't.
And that's how I grew up.
Look it up, and I'm like, I can't.
That's how I
spell
grew
it.
up. My mom told me to go to a dictionary. So I'm just giving you that same tough love back.
Yeah, but she would say, look it up, and I would say, I need to know the spelling first. And if I knew the spelling, then I could just write the word.
If you asked a question that wasn't Googleable, like just Googling it wouldn't really give you everything, or it would take too long, I would send you a voice note and a heartbeat. But sometimes the questions are so simple.
But that's hurtful. The simplicity of my questions, I'm like, they're going to get straight to the point. They're going to give me the answer I need.
I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings.
That's okay. Sometimes your feelings should be hurt. What makes you...
no, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I need to do better.
My whole meaning to this is like, this is probably everyone's friend group. There has to be one person that's throwing out questions that are easily able to find. But it's like, I'm just here to chat.
Yeah.
Just here to converse. I'm getting the conversation started.
Alex, do you have one person outside of Sarah that's like, oh no, that like just asks the questions and you're like, okay, well you could figure that out yourself.
None come to mind.
Okay. What about your parents? Your parents ask you questions they could Google?
No.
No, his mom's on TikTok.
No.
Okay.
My mom sends me misinformation from TikTok, and I'm like
us.
I'm like this is clearly fake.
Okay, so we've all been down that road. We can all be tricked, Alex.
I wouldn't say all. You're comparing yourself to a near 60-year-old woman.
That's young. That's really young.
Yeah, she's
on the internet. Yeah, but I'm not saying she's old. I'm saying that you have the equivalent capabilities online to filter misinformation as somebody who grew up with a typewriter.
I see what you're saying there. But don't you feel like your internet knowledge is like kind of just like based on when you were born? So like all I
100%.
have really is like I know the nuances of like social media, but like I can't identify AI. Like that's way beyond me because I didn't grow up with it.
That's a fair thing to learn. That's a fair thing to not Google. We really need to post some screenshots of the things she's asking us to Google, because she's not asking us to Google, like she's not asking us super like complex things to explain. If they were really complex, we do to explain them to you. You ask like, who is Mudang? And it's like,
okay, but I want to know from your opinion. Who's this hippo?
But like,
who's this hippo to you? You know what I mean? I'm not just asking, who's the hippo?
God herself, that's who Mudang is.
Yeah.
You thought it was a restaurant.
Well, that's what happens when I Googled it.
Yeah, because her spelling is questionable.
Yeah, see, exactly, you
Yeah.
guys. You're
right.
like, and sometimes I'm looking for context the internet can't just provide. Like, I'm like, whoa, what's going on with Brad Pitt? And you guys can give me that context. If I just Google Brad Pitt, I'm getting just hot pics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need the context to my questions.
We'll do you better.
Thank you.
We'll
Because
do you better.
isn't Google it?
We'll
the
do
new-
better for you.
Thank you.
We'll be better.
No more. Answer quickly. Stop saying Google it to your friends. PSA.
Yeah. Any other grievances on the topic list you want to?
Let me think. Let me see over here. Any other grievances? I started out with one grievance. I moved to the second. Yeah, I got my third grievance, and then I'm done for the day. Does everyone's pee smell the same after asparagus? Like, are we all sniffing the same thing?
You know,
Do we all wonder?
yeah, like have we all sniffed each other's pee to be like,
Like,
oh yeah, that's asparagus
thing.
pee.
Is anyone in the world not have asparagus pee?
We won't know because we're not doing sniff tests.
But you have asparagus pee.
statistically,
I have asparagus
I
pee.
don't eat asparagus.
So do you understand the smell that I'm saying?
I think I do, but yeah, it's questionable. Like, what would you describe it as? You guys both had
Sour
asparagus.
piss. Sour piss.
It's sour.
I don't honestly dislike it, if I'm being honest. I'm not like, ooh, that smells bad. I'm like, oh, wow, it's a funny smell. Alex?
Interesting.
I didn't like notice a difference in the smell of my pee, but I didn't really smell it. I didn't
You're
think
not
to.
a sniffer?
I sniff my own farts for sure. Those are enjoyable, but my own pee, I've never gotten on my hands and knees and put my head in the bowl.
No one has to go that far. You can smell it. It's an aroma.
Yeah, it's like in the room.
Yeah, like you don't
I
have
didn't
to
smell it.
Well, you don't have to smell your regular ass pee, but when you pee with asparagus, off the charts.
I didn't notice anything.
Oh wow,
Wow.
that's crazy.
But
to me.
I didn't eat that
Is
much.
it just
and I
the
didn't pee that
first
much.
pee after you wake up? Or
No.
is it all day?
It's so I had the
How many?
asparagus, and then the pee all night is asparagus pee. By the time I get to morning, it's almost diluted enough.
Okay,
Almost.
but so if a normal person sleeps through the night and then pees in the
wears
morning,
it off. It's wearing off.
It's wearing off. I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever pee and it's like chicken broth?
What do you mean by that? Murky? Are you talking murky
Like
piss?
smells like chicken broth.
No. Did you eat chicken broth and then it smelled like chicken broth?
Like
You had chicken pot pie, so is this the question? Like you had chicken, you chicken piss?
maybe.
Did I draw a scientific conclusion there?
I think you
I
did.
didn't even have to Google it.
But I peed once and I've peed a bunch of times and I'm like, it smells like chicken broth. But like chicken broth smells good.
So you're saying you enjoy the smell of your own pee?
No, I don't really like it when pee smells like something you know.
Okay. I think, as I said a couple
Kinda
weeks
like,
ago, I'm fascinated by bad smells.
It's
so
kind
I'm
of
just
like cooked oatmeal. It kind of smells like dog piss on a carpet.
I don't get that at all. I don't get that vibe at all. I love a nice warm cooked bowl of oatmeal, brown sugar.
Yeah, but the smell it leaves in the house is just like dog pee on a carpet.
I don't think anyone on earth, in society, as a nation, we all stand behind me on this. Alex is 100% agreeing.
Yeah, I think maybe your dog just peed on the carpet.
Yeah, 100%.
Ollie's never peed on the carpet.
Like there could be like oatmeal candles.
This is from like my childhood dog, so the smell has really stayed with me for me to remember it this long.
Would you say you're a super sniffer?
I think I am.
Okay.
I think I have pretty advanced sniff.
I have a couple super sniffers in my family.
Okay.
And they have an insane sense of smell. So maybe you're smelling even beyond the oatmeal.
Yeah, maybe I'm like spot on.
Yeah, maybe this is kind of like CIA level shit.
Yes.
Where like they would call
CIA
you
level
in
sniff.
and you would sniff around and you'd figure out clues about who done it.
Yeah, put me on a leash, take me to the airport.
How badly do you want to pet those dogs? I mean, doesn't it take all your self-restraint? You don't want to pet those dogs? You don't want to pet those dogs? Are you guys kidding me? I don't even like dogs.
I don't really care to pet them. Like none of them are ever as cute as Ollie.
No, there's like a lot of cute yellow labs that are the sniffers.
I've never seen a yellow lab. As a
Last
sniffer.
time I was
they're
at the
always
airport.
like beagles and stuff.
Are you serious? I've never seen a beagle on
Beagles
a job.
and German shepherds.
German Shepherds. No, you're lying. There's never been a beagle that's been hired by the police department.
Yeah, they're always at the airport.
They're never at the.
I'm at the airport more than you.
You are at the airport rather than me. That's
There's a lot of beagles.
Oh,
What is a beagle?
what do you mean it's a dog? It's a type of dog.
Why are you guys looking at me like, oh, there wouldn't be a beagle? Like as if I said a chihuahua.
Well, it's like you basically asked, like, what's a dog? Which is something I would ask. So I can't.
I'm not saying Snoopy's there.
No, I mean I don't even know the type of dog Snoopy is. Is that a Dalmatian?
Snoopy is a beagle.
You think? I would never have qualified.
He's not a
Snoopy as
Dalmatian.
beagle. He's a black and white. What's the spot? He's a beagle? Wow.
Yeah, but he's not like the beagle that I'm seeing at the airport.
I feel like you don't even know what a beagle is, and that's why you're just calling them
No,
beagles.
a beagle is like they kind of got, brown and white. And
Their bellies kind of almost touch the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really good hounds.
I feel like it takes everything I have in me not to be like, hey, can I pet that dog?
I just have no interest. They're not like really like pettable.
Like
they're like they have
busy
a
doing their
job. Yeah.
I don't know. They get way too close to me for me not.
It's kind of like when your partner's in the zone. It's like
No, that's my key moment to bother Corbin is like right when he's busy working. I'm like, want to hang out? Want to hug?
You done with asparagus?
So done.
Okay. I gotta go through now.
You have to be in order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It does look like beagles are airport dogs to try to sniff out food.
Oh, so they're trying to track and see if I have snacks on the plane?
See, yes.
Because the answer is
like
yes.
agricultural food that you can't bring.
Oh,
Yeah, it seems like that.
Oh.
It doesn't look like most of them are like drug dogs, which is good, I guess.
that's actually so funny that they have dogs to try to sniff out if you have brought fruit in. Because I'm always on the plane being like, is this valid?
Yeah.
No, I know it is, but I'm always like, I guess I have to finish my apple before I get to Hawaii.
I don't think it works like
It's
that.
not like
does it?
apple.
Oh. It says like, did you bring fruit? And I'm like, I guess I should finish my apple. What kind of fruit is it if it's not an apple?
I
It's
don't
like
know.
you can't bring rare fruits
Oh, I can't purchase any rare fruits.
I don't even know what we're saying here.
We're going back to evens and odds.
Well, I didn't even get to it because we started talking about fruit.
I know.
Okay. I saw this question being posed, and I wanted to know what you thought. What day of the week, what days of the week are even, and what days of the week are odd to you?
Okay,
I have mine.
I have mine too already. That was so quick. Ready?
Okay.
So my evens are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and my odds are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
Oh, that's the opposite.
You think on Monday is
Monday,
even?
Wednesday, Friday. I don't even count the weekend. Those are evens.
No.
Tuesday, Thursdays,
Alex is with me.
Saturdays are so odd.
That's so crazy to think. I'm shocked. Was everyone on my side?
You skip Sunday,
She's pretending the weekends don't exist.
but you said Saturday.
But to me, a weekday is just Monday through Friday.
But you said Saturday is one of them, and then you didn't say Sunday.
Don't leave Sunday out of
You
this.
just leaving Sunday in nebulous.
Don't correct me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I fucked that up. But to me, Monday, Wednesday, Friday are so obviously like a 2, 4, 6.
No. In my gut, in my stomach, I know to be true that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are odd.
1, 3, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys going based off numbers?
No, I'm
Well,
just like, you could tell by feeling the day. Like I can feel in my soul. Like I didn't even have to think about what an odd day would be. It's just like
You
it's
guys
up
are
at the-
going off numbers of the week.
Are you kidding me? Can I
Because
relate?
Monday is 1, Wednesday is 3,
No, 'cause
Friday is...
Alina,
No,
you think I could make that connection? Number one, I could not make that connection at all. I could just tell by the word. I could tell what kind of feeling it gives me. That's an odd day.
Saturday and Sundays are also both evens, so that doesn't work like that.
Tuesdays and Thursdays are just weird days. They're like in between. We don't know, what's going to happen.
What do you mean? What do you?
Like, they're just kind of like duds, Whereas like Monday is like, okay, start of the week. Like, we know what's like it's straight, it's even. And then Wednesday is like, oh, hump day, middle of the week. That's also even. Friday, great day, because then the weekend's coming. Also even. Odds?
Like nothing about what you're saying to me is true.
Tuesday is a little odd. Like we don't know. It's like it's in between Monday and Wednesday, and it's just kind of like
We know where Tuesday lies.
it's odd. Kate?
I wish you wouldn't have asked me.
In case you didn't hear, Kate said, "I wish you wouldn't have asked me."
So to put it frankly, she's with me and Alex.
Yeah, I'm on the Alex Sarah camp. And it's because in high school, we used to switch like days. So we would do like 1, 3, 5
On
on
Wednesdays and
yeah.
Fridays. Yeah.
It like made sense in my brain. Like we would have odd days.
Yep, and even days. I did the same. I did block schedule, but I didn't even think of that either. So that makes even now I'm having facts and figures on my side, Kate.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you guys do block schedule?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Wow, you guys really missed out on some high school blocks.
I wish I could see the week like you guys. I wish I could see it.
But I feel like in this TikTok, because it had to be a TikTok, it wasn't an article, right? Everyone, I bet 100% of the comments were like, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're talking odds, baby.
I didn't get into it because I was like, I want my thoughts to be
Pure.
clean.
Speaking of days of the week, if you had to pick a day of the week to be, what would you pick?
Ooh, what day would I pick?
Yeah, like what day of the week are you?
Ooh, Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Corbin's also a Friday.
You know why?
why?
Because like you've just accomplished a lot from the week.
Yeah.
You have so much to look forward to. Like you have a whole like if I pick Saturday, all I have to look forward to is Saturday and Sunday.
Are you like a weekend warrior? What's up with the weekends for you?
I just love them.
You do?
Yeah. I just love a Friday. And like also growing up, like
Yeah.
like it was I had as many days as possible until the next school day.
Okay. You were just on like the edge of a cliff. Everything good was about to
Whereas
happen.
like Saturday would roll around and it's like, oh, one
It's
more
over.
day till I have to do homework and turn it in.
like, yeah, your
Sunday, one
homework.
more day till I have to do homework and turn it in. Friday, I got time. I got a few days.
Oh, that's
What's your day?
I'm Thursday or Sunday. Alex, what days are you? You know what day you are deep to your core. What's the first thing that came into your mind?
Yeah, Sunday also, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a reset day. Are you
Yeah.
guys cleansing?
Yeah.
Like a very, I think of it more of as like a very calm, a reflective, peaceful day.
Peaceful day.
I love a Sunday. I love a Sunday. And since I'm a stay-at-home mom, every day is a Friday to me. So I live in Friday.
yeah.
So now I'm just thinking like what days are like just really fun. Sundays are always fun.
Sundays.
Because I don't have school on Monday.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that was it.
That was your evens and odds.
That was my evens and odds. And I really want to talk to you about light bulbs, okay? There's a lot of things that you guys know we don't understand, right?
Do you think they think that? I feel like we provide insight. We provide facts and figures.
Yeah.
We give clarity.
I disagree.
Okay.
But if there's one thing I really don't understand, it's light bulbs.
More so than vinyls.
Ooh.
That's come on.
Ooh, no, I understand how light bulbs work. I don't understand when you're buying a light, how you know what kind of bulb to buy. You know, like it'll tell you, but the way in which it tells you, it's like an A19, E19 with 2700 voltage. It's just like, what? What is that? What is that? And what if I put something else in there? Is it going to work? How do you know if it is or isn't going to work? And then there's the whole idea, thank God, my dad showed me this chart because I was trying to figure out like what level of warmth I liked in a room. And I wasn't understanding like, okay, 2700 versus 3000, like, and then he showed me this chart and like the lower it goes, the warmer and like redder it is. And then the higher it goes, the whiter it becomes.
Kind of sterile.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
In my mind, like super bright white lights
So I
are
think
sterile.
I like 3000 Kelvin. I think that's my sweet spot.
You could be speaking a different language to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it is crazy about anything that we
How do
have
people know what kind of light bulbs they need to buy for things?
in that situation. I see myself just going to a hardware store and saying, "Where are your bulbs?"
Yeah, but how do you know what bulbs to buy?
I didn't even know there was an option for bulbs. I honestly didn't. I thought bulbs just come with the thing. I thought like
No,
my bulbs are
sometimes
here.
the light doesn't come with a bulb. You have to buy your own bulb, and then you don't know if it's gonna look like I'm like, oh, okay, like, well, if I put an A17 and an A19, I don't even know if that's a thing. Is it gonna explode? Am I gonna cause a fire?
Yeah.
We need a gaffer
Why?
to explain all this to us.
Do you think they know?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess do we carry one around with us?
Right?
Yeah, a gaffer will definitely know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well,
unfortunately-
does everyone have a gaffer on stand?
Yeah, they're
Unfortunately-
usually in the ground, and then they come up on Groundhog Day.
Oh, love Groundhog Day. That's the only day you can learn about your lights. Groundhog Day. No, I think lights are very important. And you know what, Alina? It's not necessarily the watts that's freaking me out. It's the switch.
I didn't even get into wattage.
Oh, you did it? I thought the 125 mm's and the C6Cs was the wattage. You know, I'm very fascinated by the fact that you could just flip a switch and a light turns on. I mean, bare minimum.
Well,
I'm
that's
amazed by
just
that.
an electrical connection.
I'm shocked by it.
Couldn't explain it to you,
No.
but
What
Yeah.
about dimmers? That adds a whole nother motherfucking
and
level.
there's non-dimmable lights.
I know.
And you have to buy dimmable bulbs. I got a light recently, and my it had a European plug
Oh my god.
because it was
too
like a
far.
vintage light.
Jesus, Mary.
And my dad knew how to, on his own, like cut the wire and like rewire it to a US plug. And I was like, what
Is
are
he
you
teaching you this? I feel like we need to be taught these things.
He tried, but I was
Oh.
just kind of like, oh, cool, I don't know. But I've been calling him Thomas Edison like for weeks because I'm like, you know so much about lights, The fact that you could do that, you are Thomas Edison.
For sure.
If you know anything about lights, that's your nickname. Thomas Edison. Alex, do you know anything about lights?
No way.
Like,
but you know how to turn one on.
Does just buying bulbs confuse you?
I wouldn't even know that I should be confused by buying bulbs. That's how little I know about lights.
Can we get a confirmation in the mic for the audio listener?
Yeah, I don't really know what the numbers are supposed to necessarily imply.
Like if you bought a light and it was like, these are the kind of lights you need. It's like they don't just say like get an A19 bulb. Like, okay, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
It's like A19, this voltage, this kinds of, and then they have different, like the top of them is different. Like it could be wide, it could be pointy, it could be round. What if it's gonna mess up the shape of the light?
I usually just bring the dead bulb into Home Depot with me.
You're like, can I get one of its sisters?
Yeah, I just go, let me get one of these.
Oh, that is so smart.
You're really helping us out.
Thomas.
Thomas.
Wow.
They call me.
Wow. Okay. I would like to tell you guys about how Ollie. We haven't had a good Ollie story in a minute.
Okay.
No. Do you think we've had too many?
No, we haven't had enough. I feel like I've missed out.
Let's talk about something else.
No. For God's sake. I know the second word on there, or the first word in front of Ollie's name, and that's one of my favorite words.
Oh, well, there's two. That's a separate thing.
Oh, shit. How many Ollie things are on this paper?
2.
Okay.
Is that allowed?
Well, pick your favorite.
Okay. Okay.
I'm kidding. If you're starting with the other one, I definitely need to get to the second one.
Okay. Well, this one's quick. Or I can make it long because you know I can do that.
You can.
Okay. We have a little bit of a problem in our yard. And there's some tall grass. You know, like there's some overgrowth sometimes. And Ollie goes out to the bathroom and he pees, and he really likes the tall grass. You know, dogs just like it when it's like up high, especially boy dogs, because they just lift their leg up and pee on it. He comes inside, he's on the bed, and he looks a little uncomfortable. He's in a position he's not normally in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of like, oh, what's going on with you, bud? And then he kind of turns again, and I wipe him down. When he comes in, I wipe his feet. I wiped his sides because he started itching his side when he came in. And then I take a closer look at him, and I'm like, oh, why are you wet? That's weird. So I wipe the wet, and I'm like, what's he slobbering on himself for? He doesn't ever do that. Then I look again. There's a slug on him.
Disgusting.
It's leaving a snail trail on his body from where it went on his...
I'm so sad this is the Ollie story. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I'm pissed.
It's disgusting.
The audacity of this
throw him in the shower?
Slug.
Ollie should take a bath. That'd be hilarious.
So I said, get the slug off.
To Noelle.
My mom was with me. Get the slug off. She grabs the slug. I'm like, I cannot believe he's snail trailed on.
Ugh.
He got snail trailed on.
Yeah.
This poor thing was just sitting there letting the slug go all over him.
God.
Immediately, I put him in the bath.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Tub? The big tub?
The tub.
Nice.
Yeah. It's late. I give him a full bath.
Good.
He's obviously
hating it.
I'm glad you got the slug off me, but I didn't really want to be doing this at 11:30 at night.
My God, why don't you asleep?
I sleep late.
How's your mom awake? She's exhausted.
We're both little night owls. It depends. You know.
It's wild, Alina. This is the craziest part of the story so far.
I know. And so I give him a bath and we dry him off and we go to sleep. And that's the end of the story.
You're serious. That's the end of the story.
I just felt like now it's a possibility that a slug could hop from a leaf grass.
No, Ollie was like rubbing his body against the leaves. He didn't hop. He didn't have to do anything. He literally merely slugged across the leaf he was on to get on Ollie. This slug was not doing acrobatics to get to your dog.
He's wanted, and the slug went to extreme measures to get onto his body.
I think the slug was trying to get to you. And so the slug was like, I'm going to hop on this
So
dog.
you're not mad at the slug?
I'm not even mad at the slug. I would want to get to you too.
Interesting.
Did the slug die in this process?
Well, I woke up the next day and I said, Mom, what'd you do with the slug?
Yeah.
You got rid of him, right? You didn't just like put him on the ground?
Well, what'd you do?
She said I got rid of him.
Like, what, she
I
murdered
didn't
him?
ask.
Oh, it's like code?
Yeah.
It's like, I took care of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what moms are for.
Yeah.
Like,
But
you
then I
don't
was
have
like
to get their
wondering
hands
where
dirty.
she put the slug, you know? Like, what if he's going to like crawl out my drain or something?
Well, now when you think about it, was the other Ollie story better than this one?
Wow, that was kind of like rude. Like you were.
When you're looking back on it, where you're like, I should have mentioned.
You know, like when something in the moment is just so much better than like the retelling of it.
Understandable all the time. I
Like imagine like going to bed and seeing like a snail trail on your dog's body.
I would be so grossed out. I would be so grossed out.
It was
It's disgusting.
disgusting. And
It's disgusting.
honestly, it was not important, and I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, I'm glad that you did, but like now looking at both Ollie's stories, like when you compare,
Get a load out of this next one.
okay, let me, because I like where the title is, and I want to know where it's going.
Yeah. Okay. So
Here we go. This story start with Ollie.
I need to know if you guys or the world has a paranoia
Mm-hmm.
that when you're out in public,
Mm-hmm.
you're just going to see your dog there.
No, wait. So you're saying you didn't bring your dog to a public place,
Did not
and
bring
you
him,
have a feeling that he's gonna show up,
and I feel like I'm going to see him.
and you're paranoid about it,
Paranoid that I'm going to spot him just wandering around wherever I am.
and like doesn't matter the distance. Like you could be on vacation, and you're like, Ollie could show up.
Yes.
And are you paranoid?
No. It's usually like,
Like you're at a restaurant. You're out. to dinner.
yeah.
You're in the same state as your dog.
Yeah.
And in this scenario, are you upset he's here, or are you curious?
I'm like, how did he get out and make it all the way over here? Thank God I found you.
Okay. So this is a kind of like homeward bound adventure to your dog finding you in a new place, like following
So
your
you don't
scent.
ever think like, and you're not also looking out for your dog when you're not home?
There's never been a time that I've been looking for my dog when I knew he was at home.
Like ever?
Ever. Because my dog can't open doors on his own.
I know, but sometimes I just think like Ollie's going to make his way somewhere and I'm going to be driving and I'm going to see him on the street and I'm going to be like, oh my God, that's Ollie.
And like he's escaped.
He's escaped. He's looking
No
for me.
way
He's
he's escaping.
confused. This is why the AirTag is important and gives me reassurance.
How often are you checking that AirTag when you're out to dinner? Like, is it more than once?
Well, I
You
then
don't
got
have his papilla on him when he's in the house.
exactly.
I see.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, if I feel like, ooh, it's a dicey day, I'll put it on
In
him.
regards to his personality,
Just
like he's acting
ooh,
off.
Like
He looks like he's gonna chase
someone might come by near the house. You know, like
a hawk.
keep
may
it on,
enter.
keep it on, keep it on, keep it on. But it's not safe to leave them with their harnesses either when they're home.
Would you have any video footage of him in the house? Because I used to have a video footage of Archie when we lived in the Gundo.
Oh.
My reason being is he's escaped many times, so he has.
So
he
yeah.
has ventured out
So
to where
and
I
you
was.
have driven and seen him on the road. And
Yeah,
been
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
That's my dog. And you don't have this paranoia.
No, I don't.
Alex, do you think about this with your cat? Like, oh, I'm just going to see my cat.
Alex,
out
do you
and
let your
about.
cat outside? This
I
is my biggest pet peeve with outdoor cats.
no. So my
Okay.
cat is back in Jersey, but they did just recently let him outside.
How do you leave your cat in different states?
My roommate is allergic, so I have to figure out a way to prevent him from going downstairs. So I'm building an enclosure for him to live
so
with me.
So you're
doing Tonka.
Tanya.
You're tonking your
Yeah.
cat.
Yep.
You're
Upstairs.
building an
I have-
enclosure.
I have
Can I
I have a
say-
second floor. I have the second floor, so I need to
Was
figure
this
out
like
a way.
a penthouse?
Yep, it's a penthouse.
I thought
It's a bachelor pad, but a bachelor that has a girlfriend, and it's and the stairs don't have a door, so I'm gonna make a makeshift door so he can't go downstairs.
Can I tell you something? As somebody who's allergic to cats,
Mm.
nothing you do is gonna fix this situation.
So as let's break down that statement.
Yep.
So as someone who has
allergic.
avoided cats because they're allergic,
No, yeah,
so someone that has very limited interaction with cats, you're an expert on how to deal with this.
Exactly. I have to monitor these situations as someone who will go in and have their throat close up.
You've never mentioned that you're allergic to cats.
It's something I keep private and personal.
Get an air purifier in your room.
No, don't worry.
Air purifier.
Yeah, you can purify that air.
Purifier. No.
Purr it.
Purr.
I'm telling you.
I
Get
have
one.
If
yeah.
you got a cat
And
that's
then
making
that will
somebody
help.
itchy,
Absorb anything that it could maybe linger to downstairs.
Yeah.
it will resorb, absorb.
I can't believe he said I'm building an enclosure.
I know. Literally,
And like didn't think that we were gonna be
mention the chimps.
like, well,
We've
okay.
I wanted
seen
you to.
enclosure.
I wanted you to. We can talk about the
Can
more.
he be Tonka for Halloween?
He can't. I need him. I won't. I don't think I'll get him back here by then.
Oh,
Mm.
next Halloween.
Yeah.
Anyway, Alex, don't try. You won't happen.
I won't. Let's wrap it up.
Oh, okay. Well, at least we still get to
But-
keep talking.
Yeah.
What about
Doesn't even hurt my feelings when we have to go to the bonus because I'm like, oh, I'm still hanging out.
Yeah.
This used to hurt my feelings when you would say it's over. It's gonna hurt my feelings in 45 minutes when we have to wrap up. Then.
Yeah.
oh,
yeah,
that's
fair.
sweet.
Yeah.
Wow. Even though we disagreed.
Yeah, this was nice. I love to disagree. Oh, I don't think we agreed on anything this episode. I
Oh
love
my
when those happen.
God, we didn't agree on one thing.
Yeah, and I still love you
And-
as much now as I did when we started.
Yeah, me too.
That was so fun.
Me too.
I hope we continue this. Let's have the streak stay alive.
Yeah,
In the bo-
whatever you say in the bonus, even if I agree with it,
Wrong.
no, wrong.
Stupid.
Incorrect.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll see you in the bonus.
Bye.